recruiters are going to be looking for relevant details on projects. All right. Now, if you have applied for a specific position, now I'm talking about your resume right now. If you're applying for a specific position, having read the job description, there's a certain emphasis on certain types of projects. You have to make sure, folks, that you highlight and emphasize and customize your resume to highlight those relevant projects. Recruiters are going to be looking for relevance, right? So skills are going to get their attention, right? Okay, this person's got the skills. Okay, I should probably read their resume in a bit more detail. Now, the next thing is there relevant information on your resume? Because if it's not relevant, folks, you're not going to keep their attention. It's one thing to get the recruiter's attention. It's another thing. Task number 2 is keeping the attention. And how do you keep the attention? By listing relevant projects on your resume. All right. So I know this is tedious. Like you gotta, it's kind of tedious. You gotta kind of customize your resume when you apply for these positions. But if it's not relevant, you're not going to keep the attention. All right. So quick example. Let's say, again, it's you're applying for a position. They're looking for someone who has experience with e-commerce projects. All right. E-commerce projects. Now, obviously you might want to list out all of your projects on your resume, but you want to put especially you want to highlight any of your e-commerce projects experience. That's what you want to highlight on your resume, because that's the most relevant piece of information you want the recruiter to internalize when they're reviewing your resume, right? So relevance, folks. Number 2 is relevance, right? You got to put details in for relevant projects. If it's not relevant, it's not going to keep their attention. They're going to either move on to the next position, or they're just going to quickly skim your resume, and they're going to look for people with more relevant experience. So your task, you got to review the job description. You got to take note of, what patterns you see here. Like, does it look like they're looking for some specific type of experience? Maybe it's specific industry experience. Maybe it's specific to certain technologies. Maybe it's specific to certain types of methodologies. Maybe it's specific to certain types of tools, whatever it is. Like, you gotta analyze the job description and then make sure you highlight those relevant things on your resume. All right. So this is where a one-size-fits-all resume is not going to be effective when you're applying to a specific position. So always aim for relevance, folks. Highlight the relevant projects on your resume, so that's going to keep the attention of the recruiter. So that, the first thing is they're like, okay, yeah, this person's got the right skills. Okay, great. Now, the next thing is, all right, they've got the relevant experience as well. Now, they're really leaning in. They're more interested in actually picking up the phone and giving you a phone call.